First time I seen a possum on the back of a white-tailed deer.
Welcome to Elsie's Other World. If you're looking for my main channel, it's called Elsie's World, where I find really bad cars and get them running and driving again, like this 1991 Toyota MR2 Turbo. Now, the challenge was if I could get this car to run and drive, I could keep it for free. I could have the car, but in that video, I was not able to get it to run and drive. And in the next video on it, we did swap in a new transmission and clutch and ultimately drive it. So I don't know if that stipulation, I get to keep it or not. Here on the second channel, we go on other fun adventures. And in this video, I want to take apart the busted transmission that we pulled out of this car and see why it failed and why I failed. So in the first video, we were able to get the car to run, but not drive, because of this transmission. Now, these are known as the E153 5-speed manual, and these are actually really good transmissions, but these earlier versions were known to have some linkage issues and all kind of other little tiny issues that were later revised and taken care of. So, curiosity has overtaken me. Let's take this apart and see what failed on it. This is going to be interesting. In our last video on the main channel, I took this fifth gear cover off just to see if I noticed anything crazy going on, which I don't think I do. Everything looks fairly normal. So now we got a bunch of snap rings. We got to pull this off. We got to pull this mount plate off. This shift rod should come off next, hopefully easily. Hopefully. There's gonna be a lot of hoping, wishful thinking in this video. This is just so cool. You just pull on that and this little fork raises and lowers this piece, and that's what's happened when you're changing gears. Pretty cool. That's what you call the shift fork that moves that guy up and down. I have a feeling in this video we're going to use every bearing puller ever made to get this thing apart. I'm going to get a little creative here as usual. I'm going to put a bolt in here and we're going to try to slide this out with this. This is actually a suspension puller. Okay, it should come off. Oh, ran out of bolt, but it's working. It's sliding out. That's very rusty and dirty, of course. Maybe a socket. Socket, yeah. This is not the right tool for this job. Go figure. Come on, stay straight. Yes. There we go. Aha! Hopefully this transmission is savable here, but shift arm thingy is off. Check out this pro tip right here. You like put the part back kind of where they were. Yeah, and then you put the nut and washer right back where it went. Yep, and that way we don't have to remember where everything was if we can get the parts to fix this. A little tappy tappy. Oh yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Look at that. That rod goes there. That's cool. Oh, we have to get this little slide pin out. There's a spring in there. I do believe the goal here now is to get this little pin out. Yeah. Let's see if we can get it all this away. There we go. Now that that's out of the way, I'm pretty sure the case comes up, so we can just get these this fifth gear out of here. And this looks like we need a puller. Let me get this fork off. Oh, hey, there we go. Again, kind of put everything back where it was so we can keep up with it. And we're figuring this out as we go. There's hornet nest under here. That is one girthy snap ring here. Maybe this comes off. And not exactly. So we got 3 threaded holes here. I can't just pull this off by hand because I am not the Hulk. So we're gonna use this puller. And for once, one of these actually lines up. Cool. And we're gonna put these 3 bolts in right here, thread them down, and it pushes on the shaft, and the bolts pull the gear up. So we need to evenly put these down so we don't bend or stress anything out. I'm just gonna go till they're all even. There we go. See if my little impact can handle this. Ah. Make sure I'm not messing anything up here. I think we're gonna need the big boy. This 14mm socket. Let's try one more time with the little thingy on it. Oh yeah! As always, working on cars always works up my appetite. Now, over 5 years ago, I had my first Factor meal, and today, Factor is sponsoring this episode. So a huge thank you to Factor. It seriously does not get any easier than this. This is fresh and never frozen from Factor. All you have to do is take it out, make a few vents, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, and you're set. It would take me well over an hour to go get some extremely unhealthy fast food, where this only takes a few minutes for me to prep, eat, and get back to work. I'm heating up my favorite, which is filet mignon and shrimp. And where else am I gonna get that out here in the woods? Yeah, we're not. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use my code Elsie's World FB50 to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's code Elsie's World FB50 at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free breakfast for 1 year. Elsie's World FB50 at factor75.com. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. And thank you to Factor for sponsoring this episode. Let's get back to it. Yeah, that's seriously good. You'll have to try this. Okay, we got... Wow. The science behind transmissions is quite shocking. It's very impressive, really. There's so much that goes into this stuff. I wonder if this gear... Oh, yeah. Oh. That'll never be the same. Pull this off now that I totally did not lose those parts. These are what you call a helical gear because they're angled. These all look fine. Straight cut means the gears are just straight on top of each other. They're actually a lot stronger than these, but these are way smoother and quieter. This does appear to be a two-piece bearing. And I'm not kidding, I think it's supposed to do that. Yeah. Well, that is a very, very large nut here. We're definitely going to need the big impacts for that guy. That's like it's probably a 32 millimeter. And if you are an American, that's probably like a 1 in 15, 34, 16ths, 18ths / fractions. You know, as an American, I'm actually cool with us switching to the metric system. It makes a lot more sense, to be honest. I hope I don't offend anybody with these statements. So I actually thought this was a 27 millimeter socket, or in Alabama we call it a 27 roll tide. But it's a 30 millimeter. Okay, and so nobody unsubscribes. War Eagle. How do you do this? Yeah. Guess I'll push out the little lock piece. The flathead. They just crimp this down. A lot of OEMs tend to do this. They take the large nut and they crimp it down on the large shaft here. So we need to just hammer that out, and maybe it will come off easier without ripping my hand off. Speaking of handoff, football. All right. World Cup, let's go. I think they actually make a tool for this, but I don't have it, so. If you could hit that like and subscribe button, drop a comment below, I would really appreciate it. It helps keeps this show on the road. Sometimes you just have to hold your tongue just right. That's good for the synchros. Okay. Please don't rip my hand off. Yeah. Good old towel trick there. All right. Now we can just, that has a lip on it, so we probably need to get a different style puller here. Okay, we're going to use this other bearing puller here. This is a totally different style from the one we just used. So is there anywhere in the world right now, anyone watching who's not under a heat wave right now? Very curious. I kind of want to become a nomad and start, you know, finding those places, because it's hot and humid here in the south. We're out in Alabama, baby. Lots of humidity. Wonder how everyone over here for the World Cup is adapting to the weather. All right, let's see if this little impact can do this one too. Yeah! Woo! I need a bigger table. So these gears look okay. They're not bad. What's going on? I've ordered this red RTV gasket maker. I wonder if someone's already broken and fixed this thing before. But this is the bearing retainer plate here. I think once this comes off, we can take off the 10,000 bolts and lift this thing up. But we need big boy. Big boy. Oh, don't break. Woo! That was stressful. Yeah. Look at that, something just came off without having to use a bearing puller separator combo. Now I think we can get this case off and look at this observation here. Look at all that sludge. We have a problem. Transmission's busted. Oh, look what else I just noticed. Y'all might have saw that. I just tried to get it out, but I dropped it. There's a... That looks like a chunk. Is that metal? Oh yeah. It's sticking to my magnet. That looks like part of the third planetary gear on the final drive. I made that up. So let's take this apart and see if we find more metal. I think we're good to take all these bolts out and try to pull the case, but just to make sure I'm not missing anything, I'm gonna flip this puppy over and make sure there's no like bolts on the inside here. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so there are 2 bolts that I see in here. Go ahead and remove the throwout bearing and fork. Surprisingly, it doesn't seem very crunchy. And this is a clutch fork, and you know why they call this a clutch fork? It's not what you think. It's not because it looks like a fork. It's because it resembles coultery, like a fork. It's because it looks like a fork. Transmission. As long as I'm not missing anything else. Oh, there's one. As long as I'm not missing any more, we should be okay. You know? I need some lights, some better lights. I'm out of room. I need better lights. I need to clean up in here. It looks like a bomb went off. When you take a whole car apart, it takes up a lot of room. You know what? I'm gonna take this off. We might not have to, but I'm gonna do it so I don't regret it trying to flip this later. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, when you take a car apart, it takes up a ton of room. So like my whole shop is just Toyota super parts everywhere. Because that'll be a big video on my main channel. Go subscribe to my main channel. That's gonna be a fun video. That's everything on this side, so I think we're good to flip it over. Yeah. gonna do this little trick where I take all 75,000 bolts out in less than 10 seconds. I think this is the speed sensor here. Yeah, it is, because it's it's got a little keyway. Fits right in there and it spins, so that tells the car how fast it's going. A lot more sludge in there. Looks like every bolt is out, so before I start prying up, I want to make sure none of these things need to come out. Oh, that washer goes there. Almost certainly remember that. Oh, we got a snap ring. We have a snap ring right here. And another one, right? Oh. There's another washer, snap ring right here. And the snap ring right here. Oh, that is a big bearing here. So we need to get this extremely large snap ring out. It's really easy to do with very oily hands. That's what I call sarcasm. Just like that. Oh, I just heard it. Look at that. None of these things, I actually don't know what this is. Might be part of the speed sensor assembly. There's a sensor over here I'm gonna take out. Sometimes parts go inside and it won't lift. Oh, I missed another snap ring. Oh my gosh, look at that one. There's one right there. Ooh. What you gonna do now? Okay, now I think we're good to pry it off. I feel like I'm probably missing something. I think I just found a little hidden passage over here. Ah, so a little spring in the sleeve here. Actually got another. Oh, there's another one. Wonder if this necessary to take these out or not. I'm a magnet. Sometimes there's little balls hidden in transmissions. Oh, I'm stuck to something. Ah, there's a ball. Every transmission I've ever taken apart, there's always these little balls in there. I'm glad I checked. I guess I wasn't. Oh, yep, there's another one. I guess I wasn't going in deep enough. Look at that. We got 2 balls, no strikes. Ha ha ha! There's another. What the heck? Where's my thing? There it is. There's one right here. These random. Wasn't even tight. These random plugs are kind of all over. There's nothing in that one. Well, that's interesting. The balls are out. If you know what the balls are for, please comment below and let us all know. I feel like having that spring on them is some kind of thing to keep tension on it. Oh, here's another one right here. Oh, it might be going to this ramrod. Oh yeah, see that ramrod move when I did that? Look at that, another one. These must be to keep some kind of tension. Yeah, there's a spring inside the sleeve. Come on, y'all. And another ball. Look at that. We got 3 balls. Sounds like a defect. So now that. Oh, okay. These are our shift rods. See, now they're all going. Now they're all free. Yes. Now we should be able to pry it off. Yeah, let's do it. All right. I got the seal broke. Now we'll just very carefully, slowly, and carefully pry this off. Patience. One time in college, I met this chick. Her name was Patience. I don't know where I was going with that. All right. I feel like Nicolas Cage opening up that tomb in that one movie where he opens a tomb and it's just gold and riches everywhere. That's what's going to be inside this EJ53 5-speed manual transmission. So all of these are, one of these is coming out, the other 2 I believe are stuck, and my hand is a bit stuck. There we go. Wonder if I just need to, nope. Nope. Yeah. Yes. Okay. All right. Sometimes we just need a little tappy. Hopefully I didn't just break anything. Ah, yeah, baby. Let's go. Look at that. Ooh, it stinks. Oh, man, that smells bad. Oh, that's, woo. Yikes. Yeah, that is smelly. So, here we have the business end of an EJ153 5-speed manual transmission. And let's dive right in. Wow, that smells bad. I'm looking for any problems that would keep this thing from shifting. This is a big old gear. I believe that's our reverse. So that's weird. We seem to have all our teeth. I figured there'd probably be like a tooth just freaking broke off on this thing. Here's our little shifter forks here. It smells. Oh no, what is that? What in the world? That's a magnet, isn't it? So that's why our fluid was so dirty. Look at all that. So it's normal to have like gunk on this? Oh yeah, that's a magnet. Sticking to our table. That's kind of a lot. I believe this is just an open differential where the one we swapped into the car was not. This looks like some kind of oil thingy. There's our top bearing there. Oh, what the? Ah, look at that. There's our problem. So this came from, there's one there. Oh, there it is. There's our problem. Okay, the little shift fork broke. It goes right there. All right, now we can put it back together and we're good to go. No, I wish. Wow. All right, look at the casting in that. That does not really, I'm no casting expert, but I don't think that's a healthy looking casting there. That's, feels like aluminum. Here's our little shift rod things. All right, well, that explains everything. Yeah, look. So everyone that commented on the video when I couldn't get the car to go into any other gear, saying just put in the clutch or, you know, move the shifter, or push in the clutch, the third pedal, that's our problem. So that's where our chunks came from. But honestly, if we upgraded that to the newer one, I think this transmission would be just fine because everything looks good. Obviously, it's going to need a good refresh and clean out for sure. But this big one seems okay. Yeah, that's wild. Just broke it. I don't know how that happens. Someone gets too spicy with yanking the gears. Yeah, dude, that is so crazy. Yeah, everything else I think is fine. So that gear getting caught in the broken shift fork thing getting caught in the gears must have been what was our big problem there.
Take one.
It's not 1 in the morning. I think the transmission's shot.
Holy cow. I don't think it's supposed to do that.
That is nuts. So let's just have a peek on the other side here. See what's going on. Not a whole lot. It just smells bad and it is caked up, boy. Yeah, you see all the buildup in there, but that's very interesting. This was really cool getting to take apart this manual transmission. I haven't taken one apart in years, and man, this little guy caused a lot of problems. So see if we can find a new one or upgraded fork thing there and reseal this thing, clean it up, and have a nice transmission ready to go. I'm sure Boozer's gonna need it. And man, from a little behind the scenes of what's going on here at LC's World, there's been a lot going on, and we're doing a lot of sanding and body work in here, so it's extremely dusty, and there's parts everywhere that are getting body worked. And the poor Renault has been trapped in here for like 2 weeks now. I haven't been able to even move it because of all this other stuff everywhere. And the 350Z from the Van Wiki trip, it's got a new engine under the hood, but we're having to make a lot of parts from scratch and design things. Is actually a lot of work, but hopefully we can make some big progress on that soon and have it fired up and running, I hope. But this shop is absolutely trashed every time I work in it because there's so many projects, and I've been in here 2 years and I never really set this place up, but now that I've been in here a while, I know what I need to do to make this more efficient and better organized because yeah, it's quite chaos. Yeah, we got some new tires for the MR2. What's up? What's up? You know, there's just so much here. It's just not set up quite right for working on cars. So if you want to see a video on doing a full shop renovation here, let me know in the comments below because I think it'll be pretty sick. I've been getting a lot of ideas and inspiration elsewhere, and yeah, I think we can make this place quite better and a lot easier to move cars and stuff around, and tools easier to get to, and more storage solutions than just filling up my 1 mile long workbench of stuff that doesn't really have a home. There's a lot we can do here to make this shop awesome. So thank you for tuning in. I will see you on the next video.